because your identity has been hidden. So because you don't know who you are, you're dabbling into everything. Sounds familiar? Who could these hidden ones be? Read.
They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. We must work together so that these people will never understand that they are from a nation. Now you can't say you're from the nation of Africa because Africa was named after a European. Leo Scipio's Africanus. So you're still falling into the trap thinking that, okay, I'm going to leave the white man understanding and be Afrocentric. Well, folks, Africa was named after a European. And none of you come from Leo Scipio's Africanus. Before that European conquered or put his name on that land, the landmass was called Ham. H-A-M. Okay? So they said, let us cut them off from being a nation, read.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's the whole thing. They came together and said, let's make sure that we stop these people from understanding that they are a nation, so that the name of Israel shall be no more in remembrance. So that means the real people will not remember they are the children of Israel if this plan is executed perfectly. You know it has to be talking about us, because we hear about Israel now, but it's with some other people. They didn't cut them off from not knowing that they Israel. It's talking about the hidden ones. Right? Read.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are together. Even the Africans. Read.
They are confederate against thee.
And they are confederate against us. Because as long as the true people stay down, they have rulership and dominion. I need y'all to examine this for a second, brothers and sisters. The UN does not only comprise of Europeans. The UN have all people together under one consent. Every nation on the earth has a seat on the UN. They are together. Because as long as God's people are on the bottom and have no knowledge and have no power, they can stay in rulership. You think the East Indians that come over here don't know your rich history? You lost your history in slavery. They didn't lose your history. Our history predated America before America was inhabited. They knew who we were. They know it. They know it when they set up these stores in your neighborhoods. They know it. You lost your history. They didn't lose your history. But they won't tell you. Everybody talking about the white man, white man, white man. It's Africans that's not telling you you're Israel. It's East Indians coming over here, and Persians coming over here, and Arabs coming over here not telling you the truth either. It's going to tell you that. Read.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Now it's identifying the people that have come together to say, let us cut them off from being a nation. The tabernacle of Edom, we know, which is the purebred Edomites or the European. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
Who's that? The Arabs. The Arabs. You think Europeans came on the land and took slaves? Are you kidding me? The only thing they had to provide is the transportation. Who was able to get us to those shores? You had Arabs doing slave trade. That was one of the biggest money-making or ecosystems during that time period. It was Arabs that was rounding us up. Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Ishmael. Now the Lord is identifying all the nations that are in confederate against us. Read.
Of Moab and the Hagarenes.
Moab is your modern day Palestinians. Your modern day people that was on the borders. Because how could they take us down in 70 AD unless they had help for those that was around our borders? Moab and Ammon never left the borders outside of Israel. They also helped the nations take us down. Read.
Gebal and Ammon and Amalek.
And Amalek. Read on.
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The Philistines, who are they? Africans. Okay? It was Africans that helped enslave you and is keeping the lie. And it's amazing. We say we all these different Africans over here. We Egyptians. We Ethiopians. Or we're Africans and try to hold on to this African history, walking down the street with a straw thing like you got flies around you or something, trying to act African, but yet, why your brothers haven't received you back home yet? Hey, your brothers. If you're Egyptians, why you don't go home? Why the only thing you can do is come out of your pocket and buy something from the Africans? Why they don't say, brother, come home with me? Come home with me, brother. Because why? Ignorance is profitable. If you believe you're an Egyptian, I can sell you Egyptology. I can sell you that kente cloth. I can sell you the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and I can have you uphold my God over yours. Ignorance is profitable. Okay? Read that part again about the Philistines.
And Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Go ahead.
Asher also is joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot.
They have helped, you're talking about the Middle Easterns. They have helped the children of Lot. So they have helped all these different nations take the true people of God down. Read.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Go down to the 10th verse for me.
Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth. That means Israel fell and became like dung. That's what comes out of the drought. Read the 12th verse.
Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
So they all came together and say, let's take the houses of God in possession. So in order to keep Israel a possession, the first thing they must do is take away your identity. You'll spend the rest of your life trying to figure out who you are. That's a perfect slave. It happened in slavery. Y'all seen Roots? You all seen it? What's your name? Kunta Kinte? I don't think so. What's your name? 6 or 7 times. Then, you understand? And then it came out. Toby. Okay now, you Toby. All right? We don't need no Kunta Kinte. We don't need no identification of your former self. You are who we say you are. Okay? And it kills me every month, every year. Black History Month. That's a joke. They give you the shortest month of the year. That's number one. Number two, the only history you have is people that are conditioned slaves. You mean to tell me your history go to the slave ship and that's it? Right? That's it. They said what? Read it again. They said what?
Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
They said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Let's use them for money. And we can't tell them that they're the chosen people. That's not fiscally sound. That's not intelligent there. We cannot tell them that they are the children of God. Let's take them in possession and do what?
Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel as the stubble before